let's go, family. Happy, blessed Tuesday. It's your boy, Crazy Faith to God, in the building. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Sorry about that. One second. Yeah. Welcome to the channel, Crazy Faith to God, where we impact and enrich your spirit. Nothing but value, right? So today's topic is actually going to be, you cannot be listening to the same voices in order to get to the other side, right? We cannot be listening to the same voices. We cannot be listening to the same voices in order to get to the other side. Adjustment needs to be changed, right? If you want change in your life, we cannot be listening to the same voices that put us in a pit, that drove us off course, right? We got to be listening to a new voice, right? Most importantly, God's voice, right? We got to be able to make that change, right? If you're still waking up and expecting to hit your goals, and if you're still waking up late and expecting to hit your goals, it's going to be hard for you to hit your goals, right? You want to be aligned. When you wake up in the morning is where your body, your mind starts to align with the success that you want, right? The wealthy people, the millionaires, right? They're not waking up at 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. No, right? The people that want to hit their goals, that want to be rich, wealthy, right? Chasing their dreams, and they're up by 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, right? 6, 7 for the latest, right? In order to get the job done. And then later on, you can take a nap, right? Later on, you can take your nap, right? So we cannot be listening to the same voices. That includes me too, right? I got to be able to listen to God's voice, right? I got to be able to listen to God's voice and let Him guide my spirit on what to do next. The moment we get caught up listening to different voices that's not of God, we get led off track. You start to go down these different situations that doesn't align with God's voice, right? So my question to you guys is, what voices are you listening to, right? What voices are you listening to, right? What voices are you listening to, right? What voices are we listening to? Because if we're not aware, then that's the problem. If we're not aware, then that's the problem. Maybe we need to slow things down and examine the voice that we're listening to. Because without the awareness, we can't solve the problem, right? Without the awareness, we can't have the wisdom to solve the problem, right? We got to be able to tap in to our awareness. Are you tapped in to your awareness? Are you aware of what's going on in your mind? Are you aware of the voices that you've been talking to? Right? A lot of us are talking to the enemy unaware. Right? A lot of us, and that used to be me too. A lot of us are talking to the enemies, listening to the enemy's voice unaware. Right? And I had to become more aware. I had to listen. I had to be able to discern. Right? I would have to be able to discern, right? And by me discerning is, if I'm listening to the voice and I'm feeling agony, then that's Satan, that's the devil, right? But if I'm feeling peace, a sense of peace and empowerment and positivity, then that is of God, right? And we got to be super mindful of that, because that's where we are able to distinguish what voice should we listen to or not, right? I know when I start feeling agony, when I started, I'm listening to the wrong voice, and I need to get on course and ask God to guide me, right? Some things we're not going to understand in life, like real rap. There's some things in life we would never understand until maybe later on in life, if God, reveals it to us. But some things are not going to be like they're open, like this is what it is. Some things are gonna seem like you're lost, right? Sometimes it will feel like you're lost, but you have to trust Him, right? It may not make sense, but you have to trust him. And that's what he's looking for. He's looking for the faith. He's looking for the trust in those moments. Right? Not every day is going to be easy. You will have to endure. You would have to go through some type of hardships. Right? You would have to endure, and you would have to go through some hardships. Right? You would have to endure and go through some hardships at the end of the day. Life, and that goes for me too, because, as you walk with Christ, it gets a little tough, right? And then we think like, oh, once we get through the toughness, it's peaches and cream, it's easy, it's a cakewalk. But then those problems comes again to test you and getting you ready for the next level. But we got to be able to tap in and actually get ready for the next level, right? We got to be able to know that life will get hard sometimes, and it's okay. And you got to be at peace with it, because it's strengthening you, right? It's building your faith, right? It's building your trust, right? It's building your confidence within you. It's building your belief within you, right? And these are the things that, we all got to grow through and get through. Without us getting through it, we stay where we are. Without us getting through it, we stay where we are. We stay mundane. We stayed average. We stay stagnant, right? We always got to keep growing, right? And it actually makes more sense now, right? It actually makes more sense now speaking about it, right? And we got to trust the process. God is in control. He didn't bring you this far to leave you, right? God didn't bring you this far to leave you, right? He didn't bring you this far to leave you. So keep trusting, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward in that faith, no matter what the circumstances is looking like, no matter what the results is looking like, right? Keep pushing forward. No matter what the results is looking like, keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward, right? Keep pushing forward. You're not getting the results that you want? Work harder until you get them. You're not where you want to be in life? Keep working harder until you get there. You see everybody else winning? Congratulate them. Keep working harder until you get there, right? Don't be jealous. Right? They had to put in hard work, blood, sweat, and tears to get their results. So you do too. We are not exempt from seeing other people have to strive, put in work, right? And think that they got it overnight. No. Whatever they got, that nice Ferrari, that nice Lamborghini, that beautiful house, that beautiful dog, that beautiful Rolex, that beautiful chain, that diamond ice piece, that two-tone Rollie, they had to work hard for that. They didn't get that overnight. Like, oh, let me go to sleep. Tooth Fairy just broke all of that. No, it doesn't work like that. They had to put in blood, sweat, and tears when no one was looking. They had to keep pushing when they didn't even see the results that they wanted to actually buy them the things that they want. They had to keep enduring in order to get to the other side. My question to you is, are you still going to keep enduring to get to the other side? Because if you don't sacrifice for what you want then becomes the sacrifice. That goes for me too. Right? We're running out of time. We can't be playing with our time no more. Because before you know it, we're going to get to the end of life, and then all we're going to be faced with, if we don't take action, is regret. I should have, I could have, all regret. And that's another price. That regret price tag is a lot. That regret price tag is a lot. And you got to live with that to the rest of the day, the rest of your life until you go, right? So, what are you going to live with? Are you going to live with regret at the end of life? Or are you going to live with accomplishment, right? Believing that you did it, that you won the good fight of faith, that you made it, that you were a mighty hero, that you was able to become successful in all areas of your life, right? Which one is it going to be? Because the actions that you put in today is going to determine the kind of lifestyle you live later on. The actions we put in today is going to determine what actions we see, what results we see in the near future. Right? It's up to you. It's up to you. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. Are you going to slam dunk that ball? Are you going to do an alley-oop? Are you going to do a 360 windmill? Or are you just going to let the ball just sit there and not do nothing? Or are you going to keep just shooting air balls? Right? We got to take it home. We got to be able to slam dunk that ball from half court. That's what we trying to do. Right? We trying to win. We trying to aim for the stars. We trying to shoot for the moon and aim for the stars. Right? We are trying to aim for the moon and shoot at the stars. Right? So, I want to leave you guys with this, right? I want to leave you guys with this. If you don't start changing the voices that you're listening to, you will stay stagnant in the same position that you're in until you switch and start listening to God's voice. If you keep listening to the enemy's voice, you will never get for what God has for you. And you will stay where you are right now and live that lifestyle. But if you could just switch it and reject his voice and reject everything he's throwing at you and only listen to God's voice and let him guide you, see how your life will end up. See how it will end up. Right? See how your spiritual life will end up if you follow and listen to God. Remember, God loves you. The devil don't love you. The devil is out to kill, steal, and destroy. So, the ball is in your court. I want to take a few minutes to pray with you guys. God, I ask that we could be able to, keep transforming our minds, become 1% smarter each and every single day, giving us wisdom to walk in power and greatness, and understand that we may not know everything, but we still trust you, Lord. Not everything is going to make sense, but we still trust you, Lord. And give us the strength to listen to your voice only and to reject all temptations, all lies, all deceit. Anything that's trying to hinder us, Lord, remove it out of our minds, out of our sights, right? Let us become stronger than the obstacle, than the temptations, and whatever it is that's trying to defeat us. Because why, God? Your spirit dwells inside of us. And if we have your spirit, we know that we can get through anything of this world. We know, God, with your spirit, we can get through anything of this world. So that being said, it's your boy, Crazy Faith to God, on the way out. Nothing but love. Remember, you matter. Let's become 1% better each and every single day. Nothing but love. Let's grow.